No, look at this. Oh, there's our newest boy, Chance. We just adopted him.
That went better than I expected, actually. All right, we got the Boxster moved. Gonna leave it on. Battery was dead. Yeah, I'm putting my seatbelt on, you dickhead. Today on Misfit Mutts Garage, I introduce you to my Porsche Boxster 986. It is a 1999 model, has a hard top that leaks a little bit when you're turning, and 132,490 miles, 5-speed manual transmission. It's a 1999. This is a non-S. It's not the 6-speed. It's not the 2.7 liter. This is a 2.5 liter mid-engine. It's right there. I haven't looked at it because it's a pain in the ass to get to, and it's winter. I don't even know if my soft top works because it's been way too cold to even put it up. So this car is very out of place for me, as I'm sure a few of you may be pointing out. And it's true. It's 100% true. I only bought this car for one reason. My dad always wanted one. And I'm still going the speed limit. This thing's awesome. So, my dad always wanted one of these. He had a model of it on his desk in his man cave growing up. I can see it. I have it in my garage now. Thank you, Mom, very much. Thank you, Mike, for bringing it to me. I don't know. I felt compelled to get one. For those of you who don't know, my dad passed away when I was 26 and he was 49. And that really hurt a lot. It still does, a lot. That was back in 2011, more than 10 years ago at this point. And I don't know, for some reason I just felt the time was right to pick one of these up. You know, they're fairly cheap money for what you get. I mean, from my seat forward, I have a 911. Where I'm sitting, where I can see, that's a 911. Behind me, arguably, a better drivetrain than the 911 due to the fact that it's mid-engine. Again, arguably. I'm not here to argue that point. I'm just here to enjoy the fact that this car is a car that my dad always wanted, and I absolutely made fun of him for it when I was a kid. Absolutely did. It looks the same at the front as it does at the back. It's a hairdresser's car. It's for, you know, it's for ladies. You know, all the typical 90s stuff you say when you're a kid. And he, you know, it rolled right off him. He didn't care. He always wanted one. And it's pretty sad he never got to get one. Realistically, in the last, like, 5 years, they've just become so affordable that it's this or a Miata for a lot of people. And, you know, people, they'll pass off the Porsche because, well, you know, maybe it's a little too expensive to maintain. And yeah, it will be. And it realistically at this point, this car already has a few problems I'll discuss in my next video. But I have a box of parts at home waiting for me to just install them that should hopefully help the issue. So driving this car, it's just great. It feels nice. It's extremely comfortable. These roads are very bumpy that I'm on, as you can see. And realistically, this is nice. The gears are long, which is something that a lot of people complain about, I guess. I don't mind it because it keeps me pretty much in the power band the entire time I'm driving. Right now I'm in second, third gear, going about 25 down a residential behind a pickup truck. And I have this amazing sound behind me. It's so good. It's so good. It's a cool driving experience, and this is my very first Porsche driving experience. I've never driven one up until this. I've driven this one a few times already. I'm about a month into ownership on this thing, and like I said, it's got a few quirks, but overall I'm really liking it. And this build, this car, it's gonna be mine, but it's absolutely going to be in memory of my dad. Every time I drive this, he's right there. I'm thinking of him, and it's a good car to want, and it's a car I never thought I would want. They were cheap, way cheaper than, I got this for just a few years ago, and I didn't look at them. Even the 911, under 10 grand. The fried egg 911, under 10 grand. People weren't buying them. Now you can't touch them for under 20. It's crazy how the market adjusts. But for me, I've actually grown to really like the fried egg headlights. I think this car has aged wonderfully. And with the hardtop, it's a no-brainer. I paid under 10 grand for this with a hardtop, manual transmission, and I've already bought one extra set of wheels. Let me just pick you back up. All right, my suction cup mount has never been very good. All right, so like I was saying, I've already bought an extra set of wheels. I found them for really cheap, and they're what's on here now. They have snow tires on them, and they look gorgeous. They're much nicer than the two sets that this car came with, and chances are good I'll probably swap some summers onto these when the time is right. But for now, I'm gonna leave them winters. So this is my Porsche 986. I bought it because my dad always wanted it. And I miss the fuck out of that guy, man. And this car is going to be a lot of fun. And he's going to be right there with me the whole time. So come along for the ride. This is going to be a track car. I'm probably going to paint it something crazy, probably bright orange, maybe throw some shark teeth down the side of it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me. It's a bit of a sappy video, I know, a little different than our usual, but it's life. And if any of you have to deal with this, I'm sorry. It sucks, but it's life. And if any of you guys don't have a dad, I'm your dad now. So be good to your mom. Make sure to call her. I'll see you again, guys. Thank you. I bought this from a good friend who has a really cool YouTube channel. He did a great video on this car. Go see it. I'll link it somewhere, over here, over there, wherever. I have no idea where I'm framed. But go check it out. He did a great video on this where he even lets you drive it. So it's a lot of good fun.
What are you doing outside? You think it's sunny, so you stay out? Oh, there's a baby Bibbles. There's a baby Bibbles. Hey, the Bibbles. Hi, the Bibbles. No, look at this. Oh, there's our newest boy, Chance. We just adopted him, and then we got our Harvey and our Goros and little Reed. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, I do miss your father. Yeah, you missed your dad. Yeah, you missed me. Hi, babies. Hi, Mrs. Boxster. You Roxy, Mrs. Boxster. Hi, babies. Hi, Hardy. Mrs. Boxster has a little fatty tumor on her butt that we're getting looked at. And this little goblin is a fatty tumor.